Good morning. We've got a beautiful sunny day here. Finally, the rain has moved out of the area, so that's a good thing. I think we're going to be able to shell some corn today. Pretty sure we are. But we did get a little more rain overnight. Had another 1/10 of an inch, so we had about 2/10, maybe 1/4 of an inch in the last 24 hours since yesterday. So it's a little sticky. We're kind of letting the sun just dry off the corn stalks and the driveways and stuff a little bit, and then we'll get back at it. But definitely gonna fight a little bit of mud. I've got some errands to run here this morning. We're gonna try and do the plot this afternoon, but we should get something done today. I walked out here into the field. Oh, we're gonna start making a mess now. It's okay. It'll be fine, but it's gonna get sloppy for the rest of the harvest, I bet. Just greasy, slippery, sticky. It's not like, we're still dry. We're still considered in a drought, right? Because we're so deficient rain since the middle of the summer. But the 1.5 inches that we've had in the last 4 days, it's going to make the top really sticky, and things just don't dry out real fast this time of year. We don't get enough heat to drive that moisture out of the top of the ground, so it's going to stay wet, it's going to stay sticky. There's not a whole lot we're going to do about it, but I think we could probably get started here pretty quick. Dad's up on one of the other farms trimming some brush and trees and stuff, so I might jump in the combine and get opened up around the plot here, and we'll go from there. Okay, it's on about 11 o'clock, not quite. I've got a sales rep from seed company coming down at about 2 today to run this plot. So I'm going to go get in the combine. We're going to try and get the end rows off the back side of the plot. I've got some ends through the middle of the field there for that. And we'll get everything ready there. I should be able to do quite a bit without having to run the grain cart here. And then when Dad's back or whatever after lunch, we can work in the back until we are ready to do that plot. Something, I don't know. It's going to be sticky. We're going to make a muddy mess, but the corn's dry. We should keep moving. Okay. A little combine seed time here this morning. Oh, gonna get our grain tank covers open. There it goes. All right, we're going to run to the other side and make a pass along the far side because I think we're up to the end rows in the middle of the field. I'm not 100% sure of that, but we're at least close to them, and we've got to make a round or a round and a half on the south edge of the field to be able to do those ends effectively. So we'll just get mud everywhere. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, the wind on the south side of the field here. Some of this corn's blown over. It's broken up high. I think we'll get most of it into the head, but that's why we need to keep moving on harvest. Some of these stalks are going to get brittle. Here's my set of ends that go across the field. So the rows go that way, and there's the plot. And we got 24 rows cut off the plot. We didn't have enough plot seed to plant the whole length of the field. That's why we did that. So I'm going to get these opened up here. All right, I have got everything up to the plot except for one more pass done. We do have... let me not overflow the grain cart here. So this down here is my plot. This is our one pass we need to get done yet. And then all of this in the back can be done. Dad just got home from his brush cleaning, trimming, whatever, and he's eating lunch. I'm going to go grab some lunch. We're going to come back and work on that stuff in the back while I run grain cart because we got to cart it all up here to the road. And so we'll do that until about 2 o'clock when they're coming to do the plot here. So... What is that? Okay, whatever. I would have pulled that truck in front of the grain cart so you don't have to spin it around, but whatever. Anyway, so we're going to take a quick break, come back, finish that up, then do the plot, then go over there. Unless, of course, it rains in the meantime, which is always possible. In fact, that whole rained out thing may be entirely possible as it starts to drizzle and looks like it's raining hard to the north here. Dang it, we can't catch a break. I don't know what's going on with the weather. We got blue skies to the north now. Had a little 1/100 of an inch. It didn't rain much, but what it is. So we're gonna keep going, Dad. We're all done with lunch. I'm gonna take a truck and park along the road and then work this stuff off in the back. We got about an hour, and then we'll do the plot. Just got started, and it started raining again. Apparently it rains every 5 minutes here. The sun's shining. I thought it was south of us, but apparently not. I don't know. I don't think it's going to last. I think give it 5 minutes, it won't be raining. Heck. Yeah, give it 5 minutes, it'll stop again. I'm just trying to get something done. We should probably just call it and forget about harvesting until it's done raining. But the forecast isn't great for harvest. Today is the last day of rain for a few days, but then next week there was chances almost every day. And in the spring, chances of rain every day means you might get it one of those days, or in the summer, I guess. In the fall, it seems like anytime there's a chance of rain, you're gonna get it. Well, the rain's cleared out for a while at least, so we've just got a couple more rounds here to finish up these rows in the back. Everything left is the plot. Should be here in half an hour or so to do that. So after we get this done, we'll go pull the signs out, make sure we got everything written down in the right order so we know what's out here, or what we're, so we can keep good records. That's why. Big wet spot there. It never got planted. That was full of water this spring, like really full of water. In fact, you see that rut right there? That's from the planter just dragging the wing through it, not even trying to plant through it. It's dry now, but it's been very dry. We must have a broken tile or something that drains that spot because, well, it's always been a wet spot. It's never held water like it did this spring, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Alright, we are done with that stuff in the back there. Getting the grain cart unloaded, and I just saw my sales rep from Golden Harvest pull up, so we're going to do that plot here. Real quick, don't spill. She's full. How long do you think I'm going to leave those signs lay there before I get motivated enough to come and actually pick them up? I guess it's going to be a little while. But we got to get them out of the way so they can't stay where they are. Alright, well, we're working our way across the test plot here. We're up to the 106 days, started at 99. Test plots are easy now with this grain cart, so got our samples down here. Keep working our way across and hope that the yields keep getting better as we get into the full season products, which is typical. Getting up to some of the fuller season hybrids out here, 110, 11, and 212 days. We got 4 left. Still, the tops are broken out, especially on the hillsides, or the tops of the hills and stuff, but for the most part, it's not horrible standing. There is some differences between some of them. That one there, which I think is 11V, one of my favorites, is standing a little bit better than this one. But this is a new 110 10U97 that I'm hoping is going to be really good for us, because I'm trying to replace an old 110 day that we haven't been able to do yet. All right, we are done with the plot. Got this field done. We've got all our samples here we've got to go and test. So I got a pretty good idea which one's going to win it, but until we get the moistures, I don't know. I think it's that 10U. That 110 day was awesome. It was like 200 or 300 pounds more than everything else. So that's probably a pretty good win. All right, well, we got those all tested. Anywhere from 15.3 to 23 something moistures, which is normal, what we would expect. The early hybrids had generally lower weights, but really good test weights, like 58, 59 pound test weight. The full season hybrids were much higher weights, but with lower average test weights, some 53 to 56 pound test weights. So gonna be real interesting to see once the moisture correction is in there, how much of a yield difference we see. But anyway, Dad's in the combine. I'm gonna go jump in the grain cart, and we're gonna see how far we can make it across this other field this afternoon. This field is one where we have our high management trial. High management, kind of standard practice differences. So you'll see a flag right there, right in front of us. This is the high management side of it. There's 2 different hybrids, 103 and 105 day, and then farther behind us there's the standard practice that didn't get some of the additional fungicides and foliars and in-furrow fertilizer and that kind of stuff. So be interesting to see if there's any yield difference out there. I'm gonna try to do some weighing with the grain cart and taking moisture samples and that kind of stuff rather than just relying on combine yield data. That may or may not happen that way though. We're almost up to my first pass of the high management trial. I'm going to pull this flag and just... What am I going to do with it? I don't think there's anywhere on the grain cart for it to ride. Is that going to fit in there? No. I'm going to lose it if I put it on there somewhere. So we're just going to throw it on the ground out here. I could walk it over to the edge of the field, I guess. We'll do that. It's not looking likely that we are going to get actual weights and grain cart yield data and all of that off of this strip. It would be much easier for me to do if I was in the combine. With data in the combine, it's significantly more difficult. It'll be fine. We'll get the data one way or the other. They're big enough blocks. It's not like it's a 6-row strip like a test block. These are 24-row blocks or by 3 replications, so the data will be good across the wider area. Also, it hasn't rained for a while, so the mud's not quite as sticky as it was when it was actively kind of raining out. So the tracks have cleaned off a little bit. We're not tracking things up and making a mess as much as what we were. That's a good thing. Well, good news for our trial. Dad just came on the radio and said that the corn picked up a lot in the last 2 rounds since we got on the other side of that dike over there, which is where the split was and my flag was. So that's good. We'll see if it drops off when it gets on the other side of the split into the standard practice side of this trial. Sort of looks like we might be in for another quick shot of rain. Some clouds to the north. Another one that won't last, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to keep running the grain cart and combine. I might have some riders. Well, my riders came. Can you say hi? Hi. Show them your teeth, sis. She's got her Halloween vampire teeth in. We've got another one down here.
Oh, we might need to clean that out. Look at it.
Yep, there's stuff in there. So I think this is going to show up on the video, but so this is that high management trial. And we have 2 different varieties out here. We have a 103-day and a 105-day. There's definitely a difference in the stubble. Like you can see a line right there, and then another one, the pass that he's just doing, like that stuff is just darker and grayer, and then this is a little bit brighter. That's interesting. The split between the high management and standard was... Ooh, where is it? Is it after this round, or was it... I think it may be the pass that he's in now is the first one that's not in the high management. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see if there's any results from that when we're done here, but we're probably going to have some more endros in the back to do at some point quickly here. So, what are you doing, sis? Say hi.
How long are we going to take for them?
How long is it going to take? Until he gets back here. He's coming.
Hello, everybody.
She's so loud, Lisa.
No way. I'm not even louder.
You are very loud. You are very sparkly, too.
Yes, I am. And I have shark teeth.
You have shark teeth?
Oh, no.
Vampire teeth.
Yeah, man. Stop!
Stop.
You stop leaning on me. Yes,
Yes,
Go away.
You know,
I hope you have a great day.
You hope you have a great day.
And I'm the party. Oh my God, I did the party.
You're silly. You know, tractors are not a good place for blankies.
Why?
Because it's going to get dirty.
No, it's not.
Especially when it's muddy out.
No, it's not.
It's muddy out. It
No,
rains.
it's not.
Okay. Rider swap. She has to stay with me though. Try again. There you go.
I'm gonna be fine.
because I'm here? No, it's not live. We're just recording. Got a few more end rows to work out here where the rows got longer. Dad's trying to get back on the right rows, but we're going to let Rylan drive a couple rounds here. He's done it before. He should be good.
He's following us.
He's following us?
Yeah.
We're
Kind of.
him.
He's the leader. We're the follower.
Yeah. He's the leader.
Good job, bud.
We're the follower. No, hey, they can drive all.
Did you know our tractors drove all by themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
How?
How? Uses GPS.
GPS.
GPS, Global Positioning System.
Oh.
And computers and hydraulics.
Can Joe drive all by
Yep,
themselves?
the combine does it too.
Ah! Can't even.
Almost every tractor we have can.
Almost.
And the semi?
Nope, the semis don't drive themselves.
Aww.
Oh man, I know.
I know the.
What's going on? Alright, well. I don't know why our machine sync isn't just locking on here. It keeps bouncing all over, but it's on. Alright, it got dark on us. Lights are on, but things are still moving along and going pretty well. Kids are on their last round. Mama's waiting by the road to take them home. They got to get showers tonight, so I don't know how much longer we're going to run. It's a 7:15, and we could do quite a bit yet, but I doubt we'll finish this field. I don't know. We'll see. Well, we just let the kids out. They're going home, and got to grab this flag. This is the end of our standard practice treatment trial this round, so cool. Dad came on the radio a round ago, said my fuel light's flashing. Do I need to stop at the end? Well, you got 2 bars yet, right? Yeah, okay, well you're good for at least an hour, but we can stop whenever. So made the call. We're gonna just fill up a truck here and then call it for the night. So this is probably the last round. I might do one more after this. I don't know. I got 30,000 pounds on. We'll be real close here after this one. So not quite going to finish the field, but we ended up having a pretty decent day. We're going to end up with a 50-acre day, which doing the plot in there and being rained out a little bit and a late start, we'll take that. That's not too bad. All right, well, we got enough to fill the truck. Pretty full. So we're quitting for the night. A little after 8. If the combine didn't need fuel, we probably would have run for another half hour, 45 minutes, but that's all right. That's pretty cool right there. We'll go see how the dryer's going. Looks like Dad's gonna fuel up the combine tonight. And hopefully we'll have another big day tomorrow. Still been 17-18% moisture. Dryer's still putting 1,500 bushel an hour through, so we're drying it quick. All right, that's going to be it. According to our John Deere Ops Center, we did 54.5 acres today, which is not a bad day. Considering the rain this morning and we did that plot and everything else, I'm pretty happy with that. This field across the road is averaging right at 200 bushels, so it's not terrible corn. It's not great, but it's not bad. We should be able to finish that one up tomorrow pretty easily, and then I'm hoping to do the ones kind of right out back here that are 110 day. They're going to be a little bit fuller season and hopefully yielding better. It was the first planted stuff, so we'll see how those go. There's not a lot of wet corn in our wet bin. Phil had to turn our drying temperature down to 150 degrees because it was drying too fast. We couldn't keep up with the dryer shelling, and it was running out of corn. And so, yeah, we're only drying at 150 degrees right now, and it's still putting out 1,500 bushel an hour. And yeah, there's not much wet corn left in the bin there, that's good. So I told him, we're going to shut it down as soon as he wants to go home, and we'll start it back up in the morning, and the dryer's keeping up just fine. If we do run into some wetter stuff, we can turn that temperature back up, and it'll dry a little faster. So anyway, thanks for watching tonight. Have a great evening, and I'll see you in the morning. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a great night.